du meine Arbeit für richtig hältst, ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich...
I'm sure you all know who this guy is, but you may not know how he and many others came to power, so let's look into that real quick. This guy, Hitler, gained all of his power through the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or as many call it, the Nazi Party. The Nazi Party believed that the Aryan race, German blood, was superior to any other race, and that those without German blood should be deprived of their citizenship and their basic rights such as voting, running for office, or owning a newspaper. The goal for the Nazi Party was to seize power through Germany's parliamentary system and to get Hitler power as dictator. The party gained thousands of followers as a result from the outrage caused by the Treaty of Versailles, which left Germany in a state of despair, forcing the government to pay a debt of $33 billion in war reparations and radically downsizing their army to only 100,000 soldiers, and prohibiting them from an air force or submarines. This debt created massive inflation in the German economy. By 1923, 4 billion German marks were equal to one singular American dollar. Wheelbarrows were needed to carry enough cash to purchase a loaf of bread. By 1932, the Nazis were the largest political party in the Reichstag. In January of the following year, President von Hindenburg appointed Hitler Chancellor of Germany. Immediately after getting Chancellor, Hitler capitalized on a fire set by a Dutch communist in the Reichstag building and got Hindenburg to declare an emergency decree suspending many civil liberties throughout Germany, including freedom of the press, freedom of expression, and the right to hold public assemblies. On top of this, the police were given the authority to detain citizens without cause. With this power, Hitler was able to dismantle the democratic institutions put forth by Germany, and he began imprisoning or murdering his chief opponents. Shortly after this, Hindenburg died, giving Hitler absolute control over the system. He immediately began to expand the army and violate the Treaty of Versailles. In 1938, Hitler began fulfilling his long-promised national boundaries expansion to incorporate ethnic Germans. He started his annexation of Austria to Germany with Czechoslovakia, where they surrendered out of fear for war. A year later, Germany invaded Poland and World War II began. And it wasn't only Hitler that had accomplished almost absolute control as a dictator. Russia, Japan, Italy, and many more had changed into a dictatorship as a means to fix their desperate conditions. And those dictators, as I've said, had full control over what they wanted to do. If you were to oppose the rules set in place by them, you'd be met with force or death. It was a truly horrific system that was only allowed to be created by the people, as a result of poor economies, living conditions, and government choices.